is May 14th. I'm going to be picking up Josiah, driving down Seward Highway a ways and trying to pull off the trail, take us into the Chugach State Park Management Area, where until May 31st you can hunt black bear on a harvest ticket. Hoping to make something happen, but we only have one day, so the chances that we'll be able to spot a black bear and get on it in time probably slim. Should be a nice day. Looks like it snowed last night all over the mountains, and it rained pretty heavily in Anchorage, so we'll see what the conditions are when we get out there. Alright, we're on the trail. We're moving. Nobody else around, so that's good. We gotta go in, I think about a half mile before you're in an area where you're actually allowed to shoot. So we got a little bit of a walk, but it's a nice day. It's about 30 degrees out, so just below freezing, but it's gonna improve. Gated elevation. Hopefully we can punch out of this stuff. Get a look around. Still climbing. Just doing a video. Not too much longer. Whole bunch of moose sign, not any bear sign. Easy. It's getting fun now. Well, one thing's for certain, you can never beat the views. Downright majestic. I'm probably terrible with predator calling, but maybe the bears are hungry. That is actually probably a sheep. Right there. That white dot. Did some predator calling, probably some bad predator calling, but I mean, it's a south-facing slope. There's a lot of chutes and other stuff that bears might like to eat, but we're gonna continue to head along the south-facing ridge line here above the brush and see what we can see. Slowly but surely. Nice avalanche slide though. That looks like stuff a bear would like to eat. Through the last time. There's no real polite or eloquent way to say it. I'll just say alders, they suck. At least when you're walking through them. I'm sure they serve a fine ecological purpose of some kind. Good old Kodiak side hilling. Except we're not in Kodiak. We're near Kodiak, but this does remind me a bit of, I mean, probably less salmonberry cane. I mean, easier than Kodiak, but still has its character. Messiah spotted a nice bear, but it is far and he is booking it. I don't even know if my camera can pick him up, but we're just over 2,000 feet. Don't have a whole lot of time today, but saw a very nice black bear. Had to have been a boar. Beautiful coat. Looked like it'd be good eating, and only problem is it was moving fast. We are not, so it's taken us quite a bit of time to get up here. But we'll see if we can make something happen. It's doing good. Whew. We are in 5 miles. We gotta cross these 2 avalanche chutes. The weather's nice on one side and not nice on the other side of the ridge. It's like the wind is blowing basically both ways. If we can get over that little ridge there, we'll be able to find a black bear. It's really hard to convey how steep this terrain is. It's pretty steep, but we're making headway. So much, and we've not reacquired it. Did you see it? Let's be quiet. We got a mom with at least 2 cubs in tow. Right there, center screen. She's backlit by that snow patch. Well, there's definitely some bears around here, but you cannot take us out with cubs. We've been glassing for a couple hours. In between nodding off. More like 3 hours. That's cool to see though. So we didn't get a black bear. So 1 boar, 2 cubs, 1 sow. Gonna be hunting on the way back, but it's just getting late and we didn't pack for a multi-day trip. So we're gonna head back, keep our eyes peeled, hopefully see something. And yeah, we just started our hike back. This is the gauntlet of the hike. Honestly, this is probably just about the hardest part. Just got a post hole through this whole snowfield, and yeah, I'm super light, so I had a much easier time of it and made it back much faster than that guy. So yeah, we're just gonna watch him post hole.
Time to keep going. It's time to keep going.
Oh, I know. Take my gloves off. Wow. Well, I foolishly took the advice of a 15-year-old and decided that, yeah, we can stay high and walk out into an avalanche chute, even though the sun's been on it all day. And after accelerating to the point where I couldn't stop, I smashed into some alders, luckily feet first, and got hung up on them. And then shortly thereafter, a rifle came down the hill. And I thought, great, I'll just grab that rifle. Josiah's okay. And then Josiah followed the rifle, except he did a flip and he landed on his back on top of the alders. Oh, and he also hit his face. So, feel kind of stupid, but a good lesson learned. No microspikes, no crampons. You know, maybe take into account the changing conditions of the day. But yeah, I mean, it could have been bad. But the reality is, we're not cliffed out or anything. I mean, it wasn't like we're sliding off the side of a cliff. It just we got going really fast. New experience for me. Like you wanted to slide down to the trail.
I wanted to go up higher. Slide down to the trail.
Look at you, just zooming in on your nose.
Yeah, it's bloody. Yeah.
You really pinwheeled.
But,
so I wanted to just come down there and just go to the meadow and cut across. And look where we are, instead of body bash into the alders. But we'll get back with time to spare. Okay, 14 days later, we're going back in. The weather, a little bit different, 20 degrees hotter, rather than lows being in the 30s or high 20s. It's gonna be more like the mid to high 40s, so it's not exactly kill you weather, except for dehydration and heat exhaustion. We're gonna try to get out, do about 8 miles, so we'll go farther than we did before, get set up, and then hopefully we can spend all day tomorrow just being calm and smart, and hopefully get a black bear. It is much hotter than the last time we came up here. I think we're gonna wash off, get our heads wet in the stream. Whew. Feel better? Out of the alders. Pretty rough. And refill our water. It's just a total thicket. Yeah, we are thirsty.
We have temporarily stopped to fill up water. Very dehydrated. We're gonna get back to the bags and then keep heading that way. We're about where we were the first time we saw the boar 2 weeks ago. And yeah.
Well, it's a nice enough night, warm enough, and we're in such vertical terrain. There's really nowhere to pitch a tent, so we're gonna sleep out, spray our faces with bug spray, cover up as best we can, and put one bag there and one bag there. Should be cozy spots. And we'll get up in the morning and see what we can see. All right. We got camp set up. All right, we're packing up. Had a decent rest. Not too bad. A lot of mosquitoes bugging us, but having some DEET helped. Absolute hell getting through that. Some of the thickest alder patches I've ever been through. Making progress, about six miles in. Gotta do some glassing. Just go slow. Pitched the Summit 3-man Kuiu tent as best we could. This tent has to have an extremely flat pitch, otherwise it's just a pain. But it's something. Gonna cross a couple streams, get further in and see what we can see. We're gonna leave most of our heavy stuff here so that we can cover more ground. Well, just had a bad thing happen. At some point, as we were crossing 4 different streams, the bottom of his magazine must have bumped something and all of his shells came out. So he's just got 2 extra, not great rounds, and the scope cover got lost. That's okay. He might just shoot my rifle. Well, there's no bear, but there is in fact a moose right there. Looks to be a cow moose. Pretty darn far away. Okay, come on now. Good. Not much activity. Like 2 weeks ago. Fun, huh? Night. Get some rest. So the mosquitoes don't bother us incessantly like they did when we slept out last night. But disappointing. Just not a lot of bear sign. Not any bears to be seen. So I think we'll probably get up early and just slowly make our way back to the trail, and maybe we'll get lucky, but I don't know. It seems that the bears may have moved on. Well, it's 4:42. We slept in. Nice thing about hunting in Alaska in the spring is you pretty much have light wherever you want to get going, so we're gonna get up and get moving. We're pretty nicely sunburned from yesterday, just about everywhere, but it'll eventually set into a nice tan, I'm sure. So we can get up, refill our water, probably get out of here.
on because she... I didn't know you were filming. Why did you... Oh. All right.
I'll let you go to the clearing first. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you just gotta spider monkey your way through however you can. Once again, for the record, alders suck. Oh jeez, don't fall in. Hold on. Hold on. Good recovery.
Yeah. Pop culture reference.
Well, I can use the Mission Impossible soundtrack right now. Get off me, plants! You're not supposed to be. Free until the next prison. Keep going. Keep those arms up.
It's not much better up here.
All right, let's just punch through down here. Sorry I made you do that.
Actually,
It's all the same, huh?
no, there's a little clearing.
Well,
So it's better to punch through here.
all right, I'll head up because, I mean, we're on the right elevation line, but that just looks so thick. Almost back to the trail. We're not gonna slide down this one, are we? Nope.
I'm gonna get gators.
All right, we are back on the trail. Disappointed that once again, we did not have success. A lot less bear activity. No bears were out and about. I don't know if it's just too hot or they've moved on. I'm not an expert on black bear. I do know they have a spring mating season and we're right around it, so I know they can move an awful lot during that time, as opposed to maybe right when they're getting out of their dens. In any case, we've got an easy walk back compared to the vertical hell, the brushy vertical hell that we went through on the way out and on the way back. I think Josiah had a good note to end on for the hunting trip. We live in an amazing and complex world that is not currently designed to prevent suffering, and that's why you must embrace it.